Business as Mission sa Entrepinoy Espesyal tuwing Lunes, alas 11 hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali sa 702 DZAS FEBC Radio TV. Ito nga po ang Business as Mission Philippines. Ako po si Jo Cabrera Alabastro at tayo po ay napapakinggan sa 702 DZAS at sa iba't ibang himpilan ng Far East Broadcasting Company Philippines mula Luzon, Visayas hanggang Mindanao. Maaraw po sana at kung maulan man sa inyong lugar ay nananatili pong maganda ang araw. At syempre kasama po natin ang ating mga bisita mula sa Business as Mission Philippines. Sila po ay mga magkapatid na mga negosyante ng United Neon Advertising Incorporated, si Sir Daniel Christopher Lin.
Good morning, Jo.
Good morning po. Siya po ang CEO and Managing Director at si Sir Michael Kenneth Lim.
Hi, Jo.
Good morning po, sir. Siya po ang President. And para po sa mga hindi pa po familiar sa inyong business, pwede po bang brief introduction po? Ano po ba ang ginagawa ng United Neon?
So, United Neon, right now, we are most well known for sa BGC. If you see the 3D na LED, so with people taking pictures, that's our 3D na digital screen. Pero we started 1937 with neon signs by my grandfather. He's a first generation. And then my father took over during the 1960s, no, second generation. I'm the third generation during the 1990s. And right now, we have our fourth generation, which is my nephew na. So over the years, United Neon has grown from neon. Ngayon, digital na ngayon, fast forward.
Ang galing. At marami pong mga negosyo na hindi na nakasabay sa pag-search ng technology. Yung billboard signs, yung nung nawala na yon, hindi na sila nakapagpatuloy. Ano po yung naging sikreto sa palagay po ninyo? Bakit nagtuloy-tuloy from 1937 up until today?
For me, there are two secrets. No, number one, two success principles. The first success principle is we never fought the trend or technology. Kasi usually, people think na neon, we are a neon company. So kung may bagong technology, the other companies are saying, ay, kalaban yung itong technology. Pero for us, we adapted it kasi eh. So whatever is a new trend, whatever the market needs, we always adapt to it. That's number one. Second is, it's all about the Lord. Parang because our grandfather and father modeled it kasi na it's really following biblical principles, applying it to the company that allowed us to last for so long.
Wow. And talking about being a friend to the technology. So, Sir Michael, ina-apply nyo rin yung AI?
Of course.
Nakakatulong rin ang AI sa inyong company?
In fact, Danny being the CEO, pushes from data analytics to AI to you need to keep changing. If you think about it, in 1937 it started with neon tubes, neon sign. Then eventually naging trapal, tarpaulin, you printed that. And then eventually LED. And then eventually 3D LED. So we don't know what's next. But it's very important to be open, which includes AI.
Ngayon yung 3D, yung parang halos lumabas na sa screen, ano? Yung nakikita nga natin sa BGC. And kayo po na mga magulang na, sabi niyo nga po, you are third generation business.
Fourth.
Fourth pala. Ano po yung mga principle ng parents po ninyo na nai-apply ninyo sa pagiging magulang po ninyo sa inyong mga anak? Sir Danny.
First is sa United Neon in our family, it's really modeled by my parents is love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love others as yourself. So that principle applies to everything to life kasi, in business, in family also. So when you think about others kasi, it means that when you love God, then you are able to love others, diba? So you are not as self-centered. You think of the other person. So in that sense, in running a business, we always think of our employees. We always think of what would be the good for our partners, and in the family, how can we grow disciple our children well? Because the important thing is, since we are stewards of the company, then we need to pass it on to our children who has character and skills to lead it in the future.
Actually, on top of that, thinking back, I think a legacy from the previous generation is the willingness to do tough things for the Lord.
Wow. Can you be more specific on that?
So, when my lolo started the business, he worked very hard getting clients. Basta kung sinong willing to get neon signs, neon billboards, go lang. Needs to put food on the table. By the mid-60s, when he turned over the business to my uncle and my dad, GM and sales manager, they told their dad, which is my lolo, sabi nila, Pa, since ito-turn over mo sa amin yung business, meron ba kaming pwedeng isang request? And he said, okay, ano yon? He said, yung ating big chunk of the business is nasa tobacco business and liquor business. Dami. But because as we grow in our faith, we realize these are not healthy for God's temple, which is all of us. Can we have your blessing to slowly phase out liquor and tobacco ads and to replace them with other industries? Normally, as the founder of the business, you have kids asking you that. Your response is, that's a ridiculous question, right? But I'm sure na-shock din siya sa request na yon. But his response was, okay, my two sons, you're taking over. I'm shocked with your request, but kayo naman nagsasuffer ng consequences nun. Sige, go lang. So that empowerment of allowing them to take risks and possible mistakes, that was a big model. And the Lord blessed that decision. They dropped. Obviously, sales dropped. It took 4 years of their difficult financial impact. But eventually, bumalik din at umangat pa kaysa sa dati. So that was a tough decision.
Yeah. So that's an example kasi of how they applied loving others as yourself. Because to love others as yourself, you want to advertise things that are good for people, not something... Of course, this is conviction. This is our conviction. So we're not saying na mali siya, pero ang conviction ng parents namin and up to now is we don't advertise the gambling or liquor, cigarettes kasi it will harm others. So it's loving others as yourself kasi.
You're not promoting that business.
And actually it translates kasi to our kids. So our kids said, my son was telling me, I believe in Christianity not because of what you say, pero what I see you're doing in business.
Wow, grabe, no? Naging open, parang naging Bible yung how you manage your business para sa mga
parang you walk your talk, you're willing to sacrifice all of this.
Grabe,
all my classmates, all their business would not do this. So you walk your talk kasi it must be true, parang ganyan. It had that effect on them.
And by the way, dun sa mga kaagapay po natin, baka lang hindi nyo napapansin itong mga billboards ng United Neon. Could you share to us po yung isang malaking nakikita namin sa EDSA na isang word lang, isang phrase lang siya eh.
Yeah, so my dad, he saw yung billboard, yung Talk to Me God.
Yan.
So it started in the States eh. So he said, oh, this is a good idea. And then
Ang laki-laki ng billboard
yeah,
na yun.
and so we learned, you always learn from others naman, di ba? So,
Yes.
so then we said, oh, this is a good idea, and we started putting it sa mga billboards, and it blessed a lot of people. So we're very happy with that we're able to bless. So business as ministry, business as mission. Eh. Your business is a mission to help others also.
How about you, Sir Michael?
Yes, the impact of these difficult decisions by the previous generation, yung natutunan namin, is an ongoing thing because from initially liquor and tobacco ads,
At gambling.
eventually naging sexy ads. So those are difficult decisions because you're declining contracts, and these are big contracts, and eventually gambling. So recently, napakaraming online gambling ads.
Yes.
And when we made the decision not to accept them, it was not easy. It's leaving big bucks on the table. But when the government started to do a crackdown as well, hindi rin kami affected.
Oh, di ba? Blessing siya.
And very interesting, my son, the fourth generation, who reports to Danny, his uncle, recently, siya pa ang may nag-submit kasi ng isang client requesting for an ad, and siya pa yung naka-identify na, uy, tito, nakatago lang pero may online gambling component dito na. So siya pa yung nang-call out noon.
So, yung principle na ipamana na, no? Game changer yung ganong decision kasi talagang sacrifice sa larangan ng pera sa paningin ng marami, pero it is really a conviction. It's your way of telling God, this is your business and this is how we will show our worship to you. And sa inyo po mga kaagapay na naganyan din yung decision ninyo, no? Kung meron kayong maliliit na sari-sari store and you decided not to sell cigarettes anymore, the Lord bless you kasi hindi po kayo nagpo-promote ng something that would harm the health of the public, kagaya po ng ginagawa po ng United Neon. And syempre po, yung father niya at that time nagkaroon ng, that was a big challenge kasi nga gusto na maging matuwid yung pagnenegosyo. Pero sa panahon po ninyo, can you share failures that you've encountered in the business that God enabled you to see His hand moving again and again? Sir Danny.
Ako, during the pandemic, so that was a big moment na I did not know if we would survive or not kasi eh. So, God's hand was there in a sense na yun, I realized na, okay, because we actually, I even questioned God during that time because we donate a lot of money kasi to the Lord kasi eh, because it's God's business eh. So sabi ko, Lord, sana di ko lang dinonate kasi sana
But you're just being honest, di ba?
Sana if I knew this was coming, sana I just kept it para we could survive.
At least makapag,
di ba?
oo.
So pero hindi. So pero God said, this is the Lord's company eh. So but the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. So Lord, it's your company naman kasi eh. But then again, loving God and loving others as yourself. Parang it's how God's hand is there because you love your employees, because you love your partners. So they work with us to help us survive, and we work with them to help them survive. Eh. So yun, we did not let very few people left, pero we cut the working day so that we could tighten our belt, so that we could survive together and not let anyone go. So we did things like that. We help our partners. How could we help them? So and madaming things, we did many things, pero it's loving others as yourself that really carried us.
I think that was a big challenge to you, Sir Danny, kasi during our first interview, sabi niyo, you're more of a visionary, nakikita mo yung sa simula hanggang sa dulo. Pero during the pandemic, parang na-challenge ka kasi parang di mo na makita yung dulo.
Yeah. Actually, kasi when you don't have clients na, that's your end na kasi eh. so that helped me realize also, okay, we cannot rely too much on one basket lang, which is billboard. So we needed to expand our services into other related services, put up other businesses so that we do not rely only on one business unit lang.
Can you be more specific on that po? So, nag-venture out kayo sa iba
Yes.
pang pinagkakakitaan such as...
So for example, right now we have a thriving digital marketing agency.
Wow.
We also have a creative agency, video company. So producing content which would be able to help our clients also.
Sir Michael.
And I think the concept kasi here is in making your business as a way to build God's kingdom. The concept here is to do things the right way, and it's very important to optimize profits so that you can help build the kingdom by donating or investing in expanding the ministry. Kasi for some of our viewers, some might have the impression, a profit is not okay. Sometimes profit has a bad rap na, pag masyadong kumikita, hindi na siya okay. But in a Christian business, to be a proper steward, you really do maximize opportunities so that you can use it for God's kingdom.
Pero tama po 'yun. But how do we balance that, yung desire to earn more, to be focused on sometimes na nawawala yung focus natin, nagkakaroon ng competition. Pero how do we keep our feet on the ground na ang business ay kingdom building?
You know, that's why spiritual and business really mixes well. People think it doesn't mix but it mixes very well. For example lang, if you love others as yourself, right? How do you apply it talaga? So if you love others as yourself, you love the people in your company. You really love them. You care for them. And you care for your clients also. You do what is best for them. Because if you love yourself, how can you earn more? How can I have more profit? Pero if you do what is best for your clients, what is good for your employees, no, then it will go back to you. They will love you back. They will partner with you back. So you will earn more profits because you are doing what is best for them, and they will be loyal to you.
An example, a real case example. In the case of the billboard industry, most billboards are actually umuupa sa building rooftops. And there's a specific contract period there, whatever years. The danger there, pag natapos na yung lease contract mo, maganda yung location mo, ikaw ang nag-build ng structure, natapos yung contract mo, pwedeng sulutin ka ng
Iba
ibang
nagagamit.
papasok siya, siya na ang uupa, offer siya sa landlord, and lahat ng
Pinaghirapan
investment,
mo.
pinaghirapan mo, kukunin ng iba. And that's a very medyo off yun.
Yes.
So what Danny does is he does not do that. He respects pag sino nag-invest doon, hindi niya aagawin. Sinusulot. That's the actual word. Hindi niya sinusulot. And what happens is, in the industry, as much as possible, others also try not to do that to us as
In
well.
respect.
So essentially, you try to prioritize relationships with your employees, with your competitors, with your clients, by modeling loving God and loving others.
Ang hirap nun, Sir Danny.
Yeah, and another interesting one is siguro with regards to how you love
Others.
people in United Neon. No? So one interesting fact about the billboard industry is right now there are, I don't know, hundreds or maybe thousands of billboard companies na kasi. So, and parang spiritual multiplication kasi yung billboard companies eh. This company, the employees went out and built their own company and that employees, para spiritual
nga.
multiplication
Oo
sila
nga.
eh. Pero wala pa galing from United Neon.
Wow.
So they choose to stay with other industries na to out of love and respect and or they work together. So wala pa sa United Neon.
Praise God.
So with all the hundreds and maybe thousands of companies. Pero the iba, ang ganda ng spiritual
Start.
multiplication chart nila.
Dumami na ng dumami.
Yes.
And doon po sa naging challenge nyo sa pandemic, hanggang kailan po naging ilang years po yung medyo mahirap para sa inyo?
It took us around maybe 2 to 3 years to
2 to 3 years.
recover back. Slowly recover back. As is the case with most companies naman.
Oo.
But in fact, the Lord was the one who very clear is God's hand. So 2020, sobrang bagsak. Just to survive. 2021, kaunti. 2022, hulog ng langit. Hindi namin hiningi ito, hulog ng langit. Nagkaroon ng opportunity for BGC 3D billboard. Hindi namin hinanap yon, naalok sa amin yung opportunity na yon, and we have zero experience with that. We do not, billboards are in EDSA.
Opo.
Billboards are not in BGC.
Very much different yung principle ng sa EDSA sa BJC. Ano?
Correct. So no one knows whether it will be successful or not. Right? So that's a big risk. And so the Lord gave us an opportunity. We gave it a try. It became successful. So, hulog ng langit yan.
Yan ay blessing po ng Panginoon. Ano? And thank you po na pinapakita niyo po sa amin yung development ng technology. Na-imagine po namin, syempre lalo na sa mga mas nakatatanda, yun talagang neon, yung signages na lumang-luma hanggang sa ngayon na dinadayo ang BGC dahil sa magagandang billboards ay ang nasa likuran pala nun ay ang United Neon. And mga busy po kayong mga tatay. Paano po na inyo nababalanse yung oras ninyo sa family?
Priorities are very important. We only have 24 hours. And paano mo gagamitin 24 hours? Mabubuang ka pag hindi mo i-prioritize. And so, very clearly, it's God should come first. And then, family. And then, business and ministry. It should not be baliktad. And if kung himayin mo family, marriage comes
Yes.
first before kids. So, there will be God, marriage, if you're married, then kids and then business and ministry.
Sir Daniel.
Yeah, same no. So priority really is family before business. And the family knows that also. And it's really intentional dapat eh.
Yes.
So family is intentional. It's intentional discipleship to the children also and to the family kasi.
So yung na-appreciate nyo noong mga bata pa kayo na you share meals together, ina-apply nyo sa family nyo ngayon?
Very good question, Jo. In the first part, na-mention namin, during meals, we have case studies with the kids for ating viewers na hindi naging clear sa kanila ano ibig sabihin nito. I'll give you an example. I have 4 kids. Danny has 2, 6 sila. We're having a Saturday night dinner.
Wow.
My parents, kami mag-asawa, sila mag-asawa. So, 12. We're around a round dining table, 12, eating a simple meal. And bigla sasabihin ni Danny or ng dad ko, may problema tayo. Ano yun? meron tayong billboard na katabi niya isang fast food company. At ang billboard natin is nag-apply ng Meralco application para umilaw na siya, para gumana na siya, para mapaupa na natin. Ang requirement ni Meralco is may consent nung neighbor. Sabi ni neighbor, si fast food company, ayaw pumirma ng consent
Okay.
kasi natatakot daw siya pag binagyo at mabagsakan, siya yung mababagsakan. Without their consent,
Hindi matutuloy.
hindi makakabitan ni Meralco. Pag walang kuryente, walang kwenta yung billboard mo. That's a problem. 6 apos, 6 kids. Ano sa tingin niyo ang possible solution? So, walang solution, ha? This is an ongoing problem. So, so for some of them will say some ridiculous, ask Superman to come or whatever. But,
Superman.
I mean, some would be.
Yes.
So at that time, anak niya would be maybe 10, 12 years old. Bata pa. Bata pa. So sabi ni John is, ano kaya, yung billboard, one side is a fast food company. The other side is malawak naman na lote. What if, lagyan ng steel cable,
10 years old.
yeah, lagyan ng steel cable yung billboard away from the fast food company, away, para kung mayroong
Mangyari.
hangin, it will be away. Ang bagsak niya is towards the
Against,
skill. Kasi andun yung tension eh. Hihilain siya pa-away. So sabi ng dad ko, okay yun ah. So next day, talk to our technical people, kinausap yung fast food company, pumirma sila. So the next family dinner,
Wow.
good news, John, your solutions work. Anong gusto mong price? So I forgot. He wanted Nerf gun, 1,000 pesos, books, something to that effect. But
Wow.
that actually worked from a mouth of babes, literally.
Very clear picture ng open communication. Kahit mga bata nakakatulong sa pagnenegosyo. Paano mo pinalaki yon ng ganon, Sir Danny?
Parenting nowadays is, I would like to say na parenting before, during our time,
Very much different.
is different from today. So that's why conversation, for me, conversation sa meals is so important. Kasi during our time kasi, we only had two authority, the parents and the teacher. So, yan lang eh. Pero today, there are
Madami
so many authority figures na, especially social media, no? So, that's why it's very important for us today na we have the conversation with our children na we converse anything. What's going on? Anong challenges nyo? Parang just simple conversation so that in time conversations goes deeper and deeper already, and they can share their kasi they will not share the important things if you are not conversing in the first place kasi.
Yes.
So very important yung very interesting, very dynamic conversations sa dinner table or lunch table.
During the BAM conference, may na-mention si Danny about, in a lot of businesses, may conflict between the older generation
And the
younger generation. He shared something about knowledge, which the younger generation has a lot of knowledge, versus the older generation who has experience.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
So, the saying is the error ng youth, ng kids natin nowadays is to think that knowledge is a substitute for experience. Kasi there are
Mas marami silang alam.
So that's their error. But the error of the aged is to think that experience is a substitute for knowledge. So we need to meet halfway.
Meet halfway. Ang dami naming natutunan po mula po sa magkapatid na Daniel Christopher Lim and Sir Michael Kenneth Lim. Sila po ang mula po sa United Neon Advertising Incorporated at kabahagi po ng Business as Mission Philippines. Marami pong salamat po sa inyo. Sa pagpapaalala po ninyo sa amin that we are simply stewards of our businesses, our family, our ministry, and yung mga tao na nasa paligid po natin. Any words of encouragement po sa mga negosyante na hindi po sila nasa magandang place ngayon?
I will say, Christian business is not promised success. Just because you are a Christian, you are in business, hindi automatic successful yan. We have seen that in our own. My lolo, I think he had 50 businesses. One succeeded. So first, we need to be clear on that. Success is not automatic. It is not promise. But what is a promise is the grace of mercy and the mercy of the Lord. In whatever happens, He has a purpose. And if it fails, we will end up the better for it. And that's why we persevere. We put God first so that we have a full tank to be able to love God and love others and be in our businesses. That full tank starts with intimacy with the Lord.
Sa akin, for Christian business people, the most important project that we will have is not growing our business, but discipling our children. Because even if you grow your business, but if your children does not have the character and the skill to succeed your business, baliwala din siya eh. So our most important success is the success of our children. Building them to, for me, love God with all their heart and love others.